And at one point, and I don't even know how I can say this without bursting into tears, but I was $9 million in debt. Hi, my name is Eric Dowdle. I'm with Dowdle. Amazing that I would have a company named after me, but Dowdle Folk Art's what people know me best. Dowdle Puzzles. We've branched out into different avenues, but Dowdle is the name of the company. When I was a kid, my dad put me on his knee at age 5 and goes, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I said, "I want to be an architect," because I knew I loved shapes. I loved art. And they always said, "My little artist, our little artist," and you hear that over and over, and you're like, "I guess I'm going to be an artist." But what I really wanted to be was a professional athlete. So with 10 boys, we had a basketball team, we had a football team, competition all the time, every time. It wouldn't matter if it was like who can make the roundest mud ball. We would have a competition every day, all day. Who can eat the fastest, who can eat the most, who can climb the fastest. Everything was competitive. So sports was natural. We just loved the competitive energy of sports, and I really wanted to play basketball. And as you can see, that didn't work out. But man, I'm just waiting for the call. In telling my story personally, the debt side of growing a company has been the mechanism of growth. And at one point, and I don't even know how I can say this without bursting into tears, but I was $9 million in debt. And and the most I had ever sold a painting for at that point was like $80,000. I'm like, $80,000 original does not touch $9 million. I just didn't know how I was going to get out of that. And so as I'm standing there realizing that I have to, like I said, I want to be a professional athlete. So how do you become Michael Jordan? Well, you have to have great genetics and you have to work your tail off. I basically had to say, I've got to do that in the art world. And I have to get up in the morning and go, I can do this. And so I had to educate and learn the world of promotion, radio, television, personality, Andy Warhol, Norman Rockwell, looking at all those who've gone before and what can I do to encompass all their talents to pay off this debt. And so I would like to say it was a plan to do and be what I am, but it was more out of necessity that I built what I've done to pay a debt. I didn't plan this. I didn't want to do this, but now that I have, I'm humbled, but at the same time, I guess grateful for the hell of it all. And that's a double-edged sword, because I always wanted to, I love my family, and I have 8 children, mine, ours, hers, theirs. It's a combined. So we have adopted kids. She has 2 children. I had 2 children. We have 1, and it's an ongoing process. But your relationships it starts with your children and your spouse and your friends and your family. Okay, so I have this job of what I want to do for people I don't know, but the people you do know is your base. That's your foundation. So how do you paint or do something for somebody you have no relationship with? You have to have good relationships on your foundation in order to make that connection. And so it is the relationship. It's the stories between my brothers and I that comes out in a painting that hopefully other brothers are out there going, hey, see this part here? That is so us. And if I didn't have those relationships in my life, I couldn't relate them to other people.